Hello, chess friends. Mike Copland, Royal Rooks Chess Club in York. Great to see you again. I thought I would give you some examples of the decoy tactic. I hope you've watched the first video about decoy and what you're supposed to be doing, or at least thinking about. It's when you try to force one of your opponent's pieces into a position that you can take advantage of it. And you do that by usually a sacrifice of some sort. What I thought I'd do is bring you these examples. These come from Peshka. It's a program put out by Convecta. You can go to chessok.com to find out more about Peshka and the training classes. USCF also happens to sell them. Okay, in this example, I'll have you, if you wish, to pause this recording so you can take a look and see if you can find the answer. The decoy here is to note, and I won't be able to put the arrows on the keyboard like I could in the other software package. If you notice where the king is sitting, if we could get the king over to the F3 square, that's the decoy, then this rook on E8 could simply move up to E3 and checkmate the king. So of course the way to do that is to simply take the rook. King has no choice but to take back, and then to move this rook to E3, and there you have checkmate. Here's another example to take a quick look at. Do you see it? You can pause the video. I'm sorry, I almost said DVD there. Okay. By bringing the C4 pawn up, and you see it says white is winning, if the king takes the pawn, then this knight offers a discovered check. And if you haven't seen that video, I suggest you do. You decoy the king over to C4 so you could deliver this double check, and the king is going to move wherever. And then this knight will come in here and pick up this free rook. Here's another example. Again, if you need to, pause the video and see if you can find it. Okay, the queen comes down to G8, which causes check. Of course, the king has no choice but to take. And then notice you've decoyed the king to G8 so that you could bring your bishop to E6, thereby checking the king and the rook at the same time. So there's a double attack here. And then this rook, and you capture the king and you checkmate him in the corner. Here's another interesting decoy. Taking a look at the position, you would say white's queen is about to fall because it's pinned by the bishop sitting here on D4. However, through a decoy, you can save your game. Do you see it? Again, pause the tape if you need to. Or I should say this video. Okay, here it is. The rook comes down to F8. If the king takes F8, then E6 check. Doesn't matter where that king moves. And you get rid of the bishop that happens to be attacking your king. If the king moves to G7, and here's the beauty of this particular maneuver, checkmate. Very nice, very compact. Another example here. Again, you can pause the video and see if you can find it. Okay, let me tell you, if you didn't find it yet, one of the things you don't want to allow to happen is for the king to be able to escape. And by the king moving to F8, he could potentially escape. So the decoy here is to bring your rook down to H8. And you're going to decoy the king to come back into the corner. And then you'll notice your queen can check here, and then checkmate. This particular decoy, and this will be the last one for this video, is quite intriguing. And it kind of brings up another topic that I'll just mention briefly here, and that is you do have to be careful sometimes when your king is in the corner. In this case, you notice the black king on h2 is in a corner, and white has the bishop that corresponds to this, in this case, the light squared bishop. You have to be careful of this little maneuver. Now, again, you can pause the video and look for the decoy. Simple. Watch this. It's a mate in the corner. You sacrificed your queen, pulling the king into the corner. Therefore, h3 is not accessible to him anymore. And when you bring your bishop up to f3, that's a double check. The rook, the bishop. Of course, the king has nowhere to go but h2. And then you swing the rook over. Checkmate. That one's pretty sweet. Well, I hope these examples have been helpful and helped to fortify what you learned on the video about decoys. Again, Mike Coplitz signing off. Happy chess to you.